Good morning, students. We are going to or the having our uh, revision regarding the chapter caste and the caste system. Caste and caste system. The two caste and caste system. We have to be the study or particularly the caste in past. Now, students, we have to take the three topics here in this chapter, or we know that in your coming test, the two chapters have been taken or the given. First, this chapter and the one chapter more from your uh, second book that has been the I have already mentioned that chapter. So the caste system, first of all, this chapter uh, should be taken into the account. First, students, you know very well the three topics will be the covered in this. First, the caste. Second, tribe and the family. Caste, caste, tribes, and the family. Three major topic are in this chapter. Understand? And to be discussed. Understand? So now in the caste system, we have I have already taught you that the what is the caste system, how long the caste system, for how long the caste system is existing in India, and what the changes since the ancient time or now till now. Understand the how the our society have been the changes, our social structure have been the changes, and how far and to what extent. So now in the meantime, in the ancient time, our social system was prevailing, and according to the Dharma Shastra or the ancient scriptures and the text, our society had been determined, and we have to be see how far with the advent of the British in India, how far our social structure, our social norms, and our social behavior have changed after the advent of the British in India. And then, and what extent after the independence, after the independence of our country, how far in this environment and the openness and the freedoms of the different kinds the people enjoys enjoy in this according to spared by our constitution. Understand how much this had this freedom uh, has cast the impact on the caste structure and our social institution. Understand? So now these matters and the regarding the tribals, you have to see that what are the what how the tribals had been the tribals were exploited, how they have been the deprived of their customary rights, their customary rights, they had been the dispossessed from their land, and how the intruders now interfere in their life or their culture, how their culture gradually eroded, and still how this still even during the British period, how their life was affected, how they were forced to leave the jungles. Jungles were reserved, exclusively reserved, for the British requirements. So they were the forced and pushed out of the jungles and the forced to join or the work in the mines or the railway construction or in the cities construction sites. Now this we shall have to be the study in this, and we will have to be the focus upon that. And moreover, we have to be the focus that what the we have to examine even after the independence there had been the uh, problem of the tribals have been addressed. Tribals problems have been addressed by the our independent government. कि whether कि still internal colonialism is now still existing. They are living under a condition of internal colonialism in the name of the national development, and how far they are the fighting, how they are the making their own identities for uh, for uh, for for laying the pressure upon the governments to achieve their previous customary rights and the previous their uh, rights in the about the forest and about their lands regarding their lands. So these are the and again they and for their identity they are still fighting for that. So these are the subject of the study. And say third thing is that now about the family. The third topic is the regarding the family. Whether the joint family has been the main features of our society, understand, or since the ancient time. But later in the meantime, this chain of our joint family breaking. What kind of the family exists in India, and whether the women, what is the status of women in the families, and joint family is breaking, individual family or nuclear family is expanding. What is the reality? We have to be the examined under this process. Understand? So now, students, let's first of all, like the we are going to see that we have to be the study the two kind of the caste system exists in India. One caste system, understand, of the previous or the our past, and the caste of the 21st century. Here we are going to study about the 21st century caste or the ancient caste under the ancient system of India, under the ancient institution of India. So now we are going to caste in the past. First of all, we shall focus on that. Caste is an institutions, or this is the very unique in terms of its origin, or in terms of its adjoinment, or its a connection with our religious or with our dharma shastras. Caste is very much a unique institution for India, and such the caste system is not prevailing in the any part of the world. Nowhere we will we nowhere in the world we shall find such kind of the caste system which is the prevailing in our country. And it's had the most unique thing is that this caste system is enforced by the government, by the have been enforced by the kings. And moreover, this has been the enforced or made compulsory, or the made forceful by the dharma shastra, by the social legislation, written and articulated by the those who have the by the those who have composed the dharma shastra and the dharma shastra. Understand? So now, students, first of this is the institution or associated with the Indian subcontinent, and social arrangements producing the similar effects have existing in the other parts of the world. The exact form has not been found elsewhere. Like the caste system, although in every society the social arrangements are made, whatever the social arrangements are made in the every society of the world, but not like the India we find the social institution in the other societies of the world. Understand? And moreover, here the although it is the institution of the characteristics of Indian society. This is the caste system is the characteristics, and caste has spread to the major or even then. This has and the this has now cast its impact on the other religious people like the Muslims. They have been also influenced by the caste. Their society was influenced by the caste, and the Christians, they have been influenced by the caste system of the Hinduism, Hindu caste system, and the Sikhs, they have also been influenced by the Hindu caste system and by the Hindu caste institution. Understand? So now, students, and as we have the English, how the what is the originally the caste word has been derived from the Portuguese word. English word caste has been derived from the Portuguese word casta. Casta, and its meaning the pure blood. Casta means pure blood. This is the casta a Portuguese word. Understand? And from that word, the caste system has been derived. And this word refers to the broad institutional arrangement under the Indian language. And under our Indian language, under this term of the caste, denotes the broader arrangements of the Indian arrangements in the Indian languages, or moreover, this refers to the by the two distinct terms in the Indian language. If you refer the caste in the Indian language, the two terms comes the Varna and Jati. This caste denotes the two terms, Varna and Jati. The Varna, now we know very well that Varna literary means the color, black and white. In the beginning of our Vedic period, in the Rig Vedic period or the later Vedic period, Varna term was used for the denoting the caste. But there was no caste system during those times. Only the Varna system was existing in society. White and blacks, blonde and black. Understand? So these two system, and a blonde for the this was the only in the very beginning. I am talking about that the Rig Vedic period. Regarding the Rig Vedic period, I am talking that ki Varna means the color, and color the blonde color was the Aryans, and the black color was denoting the Dravida. Understand on that but later on this Varna was now in the I have already mentioned by the in the Purusukta, the 10th mandal of the Rig Veda. In the 10th mandal of the Rig Veda, the Purusukta is there. Understand? In the Purusukta, or where the first time the Varna has been denoted and addressed to the four. You know very well that the head for the Brahmanas and the soldiers, and this is the for the Kshatriyas, and the abdomen for the producing class. Understand? And the leg for the Sudras. The first time this first time this was the light. Understand? This was the address first time, not that light. Dim light. First time, we have seen that the Varna system. Understand? The Varna system now denotes the four Varnas like the Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Vaishya, and the Sudra. You know very well, and not to explain this. Though this excluded the significant section of the population composed of the outcast. This denotes the significance of the outcast, foreigner, who were come under the outcast? Foreigner, slaves, conquered people, and others. Foreigners, remember, foreigners, slaves, conquered people, and the others, and referred as the, and these they are the referred as the Panchamas, means the fifth category, referred as the Panchamasa. Those who have been the now categorized and colonized in the outcast. In the outcast, they were called the Panchamasa. Panchamasa means the fifth, fifth category. Understand? So, in the fifth category, foreigners, slaves, and conquered people, they come under this, and the others. Jati is a generic. Jati is the generic, or like the species. Species have the different uh, different generic features, genetical features, like the jati is a generic, like the plants or animals or the human beings. Jati is the word most commonly used to refer to the institution of the caste in Indian language. In our languages, jati is now used for the caste, Indian language. And though it is the interesting to note that Indian language speakers are beginning to use the English word caste. So the Indian people started the beginning to the use the caste or even the for the jati also. Understand jati for them, jati for the jati, the Indians started the using the caste. Okay, the first we see that now here relationship between the Varna and Jati has been the subject to much speculation, subject for the discussion, or most common interpretations to the treat Varna as a broader Varna. Here you have to understand. Varna term includes had been used in a broader sense and includes only the four categories: Brahmana, Kshatriyas, the Vaishya, and the Sudras. This is the only the four are now just included, and for that, in a broader sense, in all India, in a greater tradition, we can say the Varna term is the used, and for and the aggregate classification. For aggregate classification is here, but while the Jati is taken to be the regional and local sub classification involving the much more the comprise the system hundreds and the thousands of the caste and subcaste. Jati is a denoted and the jati is the classified on the local basis, and hundreds and thousands of the caste jatis and local jatis are included into the jati system origin. But the Varna system, it had the uh, uh, broader categories of the four in all India in the very broad sense. But the at the lower and local level, jati is the used. This term is used for the indicating the caste. This means while four Varna classification is common to all India. All India. Now, four Varna classification of the caste is the common to all India, and the Jati hierarchy has more local classification. Jati's hierarchy is the more local classification of the different and hundreds of the caste, and they have the vary from regions to the region, and these Jatis are the varies from region to region regions. Understand? So now we see that there is a difference between the Varna and the caste. Here are the two difference. The moreover, students, the opinions also differ in the exact age of the caste system. Here is the when the caste system came into the existence. Here the opinion means that opinions comes different about that. Generally agreed thought that for Varna classification is roughly 3000 years old. 3000. I talk about na Purusukta. The from the Purusukta this Varna system, on the basis of the Varna system, or the basis of the functioning of this body, the caste system, Varna system has been the divided, which is the existing since existing for the 3000 years back, we can see, and the same system, so that the misleading to the thinking the same system continuing for 3000 years. So this becomes a very misleading misnomers, and the norms that for the 4000 year 3000 years the same thing is in the practicing in the same way, no difference happens, no any differences came about. So the years, so it's a earliest phase in the late Vedic period, roughly between 900 to 500 BC. Caste system was really a Varna system and consisted of only the four major division. If you see that 900 BC to the 500 BC, the caste system was actually the Varna system. Understand? And there was no any kind of the such a restriction, a hard and the very the consolidated restriction was not prevailing during those time. But these divisions were not very elaborate or the very rigid. Whatever I am talking that these divisions were not so rigid as we find today. This was, you can say that in other words, there was a liquidity of the society. Social liquidity was there. Social liquidity was there, and moreover, and they were not determined by the birth. Okay, the social liquidity was it was not determined by the birth. Movement across the categories seems to have been the not only possible but quite common, or movement across the categories seems to be the now quite common. It was the common, it means that there was a intermixing, there was a intermixing of the people together, of the different varna having their opportunity to mix up, and there was a liquidity. Understand? But it is only the post Vedic period the caste became the rigid institution, or it was the only the post Vedic period, the as the post Vedic, after the Vedic or post Vedic period, the this caste system began to take a consolidated, take a cemented form, consolidated form, or restricted form began to be the taken in the caste system. And moreover, the post Vedic period, caste became the rigid institutions. That is the familiar us to the well known the definition. And the after the post Vedic period, the caste system became the very rigid, inflexible, no chance to be the crisscross or uh, intermixing. No. So now, according to that, the caste system that which emerged after the later Vedic period, understand, this caste system has the certain features, that is the carrying or the defining features, certain defining features it's had. Now the first certain, now caste determined by the birth. Every caste is determined by how? This is the birth. And birth is the, and now a child born into a caste of its parents. We get our caste by how? From our parents. And this is the, and the never matter of the choice. And the, our caste and our birth is the never matter of the choice. This is the matter of chance, not the choice. Be born in any certain and particular caste, this is the matter of the no choice. This is the matter of the chance we born. And moreover, one can never change one's caste, or this is the not possible to change our caste. We never change. We can change our religion. It is the possible. We can change our profession. It is the possible. But it's not possible at all to change our caste. Once we get the caste and the blood by the our parents, This is never changeable. And moreover, first or choose or not to join it. Although there are the instances where the person may be the now expelled from the here, we may be the we can't join a caste. I am joining and become the part of that caste and become no. That is no matter. You can be the expelled from the caste, cast out if you do any wrong against the society or against your society, against the caste. This is the provision. Second thing is that membership in the caste involves strict rules. Membership in the caste involves now strict rules about the marriage. No member can have the marriage in the other caste. No, it is strictly prohibited. Or caste group endogamous, and the caste groups are endogamous, and this is the marriage is now restricted members of the group. Marriage is only restricted to the members of the group, not the other groups. Marriage is not allowed in other groups, no at all. Only the caste or the same groups endogamous caste members also involves the rule about the food and food sharing. Okay, now when have to be the eat and to whom with whom they have to be the share the food, understand, and what kind of the food, kacha and pakka food, understand. So this is the shared and the determined by the caste, and what kind of the food may be the prescribed, this is the by the specific by the caste. Next is that caste involves the system consisting of many castes arranged in the hierarchy system. Another feature of the caste is the hierarchy at the top Brahman, second Kshatriya, third Vaishya, and the fourth the Sudras. And this is the and the hierarchy rules and rank the status, or according to that status is the given, status is given according to accordingly. And moreover, the in the theory every person has a caste, and every caste position of the many caste, particularly in middle ranks, they now vary from region to region, or there is always a hierarchy. Now the in the jatis or the middle form, the caste now differ region to region, but every regions there must be a hierarchy, hierarchical order is there. This is the one of the features of the caste system, and more over that we see here the caste features. Caste also involves subdivision within themselves. Caste within the subdivision or always have the subcaste. Sometimes the subcaste may also have subcaste, caste, subcaste, subcaste, subcaste. Understand? So it's had the caste within many of the subcaste within the caste. So this is the also a hierarchical system in the, and this referred to the segmental organization, or this is the referred in a sociological term as a segmental organization. This is the code. Moreover, caste were traditionally linked to the occupation. We know very well. Now, in the ancient time, the work was divided on the basis of the occupation, on the basis of the caste. Occupation was given or the adopted on the basis of the caste. Occupational say link a person born into the certain caste, okay, would have only practiced the occupation associated with the caste. Brahman, for example, Brahman, if you born in the Brahman, Brahman has to be the acquire the education or impart the education and perform the rituals in the society and all the rituals and norms in the society. He has to. Kshatriyas, their work was defined, well defined. They have to defend the country, maintain the law and order, and or moreover, they could have the right of the study Veda and Vedas. They could have the, and they could also, and moreover, the occupations, and so that occupations were hereditary, and that is why these occupations were the hereditary, based on the hereditary. Understand? So on the hereditary occupation was hereditary, means the hereditary means that now if the occupation passes anything, any right or any position which passes authority, if the passes from father to the son and from son to the grandson, this is the process is called the hereditary process. Whether in the politics also, in the kings were the hereditary kings in the medieval times of the ancient time. The similarly, the occupation is the hereditary means if the father is working something, so uh, that work must have to be the taken up by the son, and son has, and this later on this passed on to the, later this pass on to the who? Pass on to the their grandfather, grandsons. So now students, here we are looking that this pass on generation to generation. Other hand, particular occupations could only be pursued by the caste associated with it. Member of other caste could not enter the occupation. And now other caste belonging other caste could not take on or take up the occupations of determined occupations to be given to a particular caste. This was not. You can say that there was a no liquidity of the work profession. There was no professional liquidity. There was rigidity here. You know, where other can't join the other work. So this is the there were, you can say in other word, there was a professional rigidity, no liquidity. So here another thing is that these features are prescribed. These features are the prescribed rules found in the ancient scripture. How the we know very well in our Manu Smriti, Yagvalk Smriti, understand, or many of the Smritis had been written, or scriptures, ancient scriptures have been the, these rules have been the laid down in the ancient. You know, you are the as being the student of history. This is not new for you, or not you are the not unknown about this. And since these prescriptions were not always practiced, although if you study in the history also, you have seen that these traditions were written in Dharma Shastra traditions. If only the Kshatriya will be the king, that was followed. Never followed. We know very well. It was never followed, no? Huh? The Sakas, they were not Kshatriyas. Chandragupta Maurya, he was not a Kshatriya. The Gautami Putra, these Satavahana, they were not Kshatriya. So now we have to see that these prescriptions, scriptural prescriptions were not strictly followed, although it has been the written down or the taken, and the moreover, and actually determine the empirical reality of the caste. Its concrete meaning, people living at that time, are we most of the prescription involve the prohibition or restrictions of the various sort. We see that these prescriptions were what? Only involve the restriction or the prohibition carried. These inscriptions only carried but the restriction and the provision to the certain. So he, because of that we can, or the restriction. So it also clear from the historical evidence that caste was a very unequal institution. So from that it is not to say much. The caste was the unequal institution. We can understand that, and moreover unequal. Some caste benefited greatly from this system, and some caste were the, now they became the subject of the disadvantaged and subordinated and condemned to the life or endless labor or subordination. Some caste were now pushed into the darkness, subject to be the exploitation and subjected to be the subordination, endless labor. They have been now pushed into that. Or moreover, most important, caste become rigid, determined by the birth, or caste was made the more rigid by the birth, and their life circumstances have been the determined by the shastra, whether they deserves it or not, whether they deserve for the good, even then they have been the pushed into the hell, you can say. And even upper caste persons would always have the high status in the society. This you know very well. I have not to the say much about that. You have the study in history have now has speaks a lot. You understand? Or now status, while the lower caste persons would always be of the low status. This has been the prescribed by our dharma shastra and the dharma sutras. Understand? So, students, today, uh, this is the so much. Uh, in the next class, this is the revisional work before your test. I have to teach you the revision form. Understand? Even in the history, we shall discuss like that. Okay. Then after the test, we shall start the new. Okay. So I have break the broken the chain or advancements. Okay. Thank you very much.